Welcome back to the second part of the tour. Here I'm going to show you some new things I've had and go over a few more details of some things I didn't discuss in the first part of the tour. First part of the tour you discussed the bus. We're not going to do that in this video. First I want to show you is electricity. Notice there's only actually two lines running through a whole building sets. That way you can actually disconnect one set of wires and turn off half your factory. So emergency reasons, somehow you went over power, 5.2 gigawatts, you can easily turn one off, let it kind of simmer down a little bit, and then re-add the line when you need to. Kind of a good mechanic there to make your grid easier to use. Got a little barbecue pit area here, kind of relax there, my sandbag. Underneath here, or actually on the this space elevator, I've already rigged those up to go underneath, so you can actually hook in your supplies right there if you need to, directly from one of the belts down there. Underneath here, there's a new spa pool area. That here. Nice place to relax after a long day of building factories. It is shallow, so it's kid friendly, except for the edges of the waterfall. They can fall to their death pretty easy there. Make sure they stay within the concreted area, and you see a few towels left over. Go ahead and move up to the Slug roller coaster. My Slug's got a little board staying in inventory the whole time, so I built them a little roller coaster here so they can have a good time while I'm not working. There they go. Hope they're having a good time. They look like they are. One weird thing, you put slugs in conveyor belts, they change colors. So purple, green, and yellow all look the same on a conveyor belt. Go ahead and show you over here another way to get down below the base. There's an entrance and exit at the same place on each side of the base there, and then there's one near the hub itself. And then of course at the very end you can go in that way too. And these little yellow buildings, you can enter any way you want, and there's a green gel down here to catch your fall, and there's a jump pad to bring you back up. I like that a lot better than those stairs that I used in my maintenance garage. Made you dizzy going up and down. Alright, here's the other side of the base underneath. You can see my Blastoid sign there. And I've got 10 storage bays for almost every one of the big items. Right now I'm making supercomputers. I'm going to release this file, this save file, and it should be full by then. So I think there's like 30,000 supercomputers being built. The good thing about this system, you can actually disconnect this belt here and it will stay storage if you want it to. Or you can leave it connected and it will go back to the main bus. So it's kind of like a buffer system. So 10 bins full of stuff ready to hit the main belt if you want it to. This can be a pretty good system right when tiers number 7 and 8 start. I might leave them connected and then overnight maybe disconnect them from the main bus if I want to build my inventory back up. As you can see here I am bringing in some more iron, I think that's melted iron, back into the main bus. You can enter in almost anywhere in the base. Here's my alternative energy for emergency reasons. See a bunch of fuel stored here. The fuel is actually created by leaves and wood. You can see this building on to my right here. Show you the entrance to it. We basically put wood or leaves into this container and it will automatically generate the fuel and put it into that other container. There's a smart splitter that kind of determines if it's wood or leaves and does what it needs to do with it. Right. One of my favorite things I've created on this mega base is a racetrack. 2-player racetrack meant for smaller vehicles. Go ahead and go over here and take a look at it. Those little lookout towers, you can see people racing. It is kind of off-road. I did wall in the areas there. You can see there's a lot of obstacles and ramps and things like that, and natural rocks kind of get in the way. There are a few choke points too, and at the very end there's a mega jump here to kind of end it all. Whoever hits the green jello first is the winner. I've got a couple of vehicles ready to go. They're fueled up, and I've got canisters of containers full of other fuel. Easy. And the last thing I'm going to show you is the sky bridge. This map is huge. I've gone through almost every biome I could, and I've built a sky bridge to most of them, if not all of them. These sky bridges go forever. Not everything is accessible yet, meaning there's no ramp down to every biome, but you have to create those yourself. But if you had a jetpack, it's a little easier to get off and on the sky bridge. But it's going to be a great place to run really long conveyor belts if you want to go back to the main base instead of build a second one. I've also made the ramps light slant ramps, not the big slant, so you could actually use a vehicle on this. I don't know about waypoint vehicle. I went ahead and fast forward it to 1,000 times the speed. As you can see, it's a lot of concrete to go from one side of the map all the way to the other side of the map. And every once in a while you'll see it cross out, and that's going into other different biomes and things like that. So you don't have to keep going straight. You can turn left or sometimes right on some of these alleyways. And this is 1,000 times speed, so it's going to take you a few minutes to get one end to the other. And that's pretty much it for the second part of the tour. Look at the description below. You'll find a post to the Reddit where I post the file and talk more in detail about the save file that I'm sharing out. Leave a comment, subscribe. Thank you very much.